Okay, good morning. In this session, you are going to know about the Gen technologies or virtualization technologies. One of the technology here is a Gen technology. Here in the previous session discussed about the VMware, Microsoft Hyper-V, and then virtual iron. Now we are going to know about the Gen technology. What is a Gen technology? Gen, you will pronounce it as a ZGN or Gen is a type 1 virtual machine. Here, the hypervisors are two types, type 1, type 2. It is a type 1 virtual machine. Here, it always provides a services. What are the services here? Which allows a multiple operating system to execute on a same computer hardware currently. That is a one of the important. That means in this case, the multiple operating systems to execute on the same computer hardware or single computer hardware. That is a services provided by the Gen technology. Here, this is developed by the Cambridge Computer Laboratory, University of Cambridge Computer Laboratory, and now it is being developed by the Linux Foundation with support from the Intel. That is a simple representation. That means the Gen is a virtualization technology. In this virtualization technology, here the multiple operating system execute on a same computer hardware. That is a one important thing. Multiple computer hardware. The computer, that means you are going to creating the n number of virtual machines. That is a simple representation of Gen technology. Here, Gen is a open source hypervisor based on a para virtualization. Here, the virtualization concept, three different virtualization servers are there. That means one is a para virtualization, other one is a full virtualization, other one is a OS partitioning. Here in the previous we discussed about the concept here. The para virtualization in the sense on top of the hypervisor, you are going to installing the operating system. Here it is a most popular application of the para virtualization. Gen is a most popular application. Here coming to the Gen has been extended to compatible with the full virtualization using hardware assisted virtualization. That means you are going to extending the this concept for the full virtualization also. It enables the high performance to execute guest operating system. And then the basic concepts of Gen hypervisor. If you see the architecture, you will identify the different components here. Here, the first component is a virtual machine host server. The virtual machine host server, you find as a physical server. Here, the physical server hardware represented in this case virtual server, and then you have a three different virtual machines are there. You created three different machines, and then on the physical server you have a different the virtual machine management application, internal as well as the external. The application in the sense some of the here you are having the some of the commands application, some other information. Here in this case you will having the Linux host operating system and then physical drivers. This is a simple representation. Here comes to the different components. The components of Gen based virtualization environment are Gen hypervisor, domain 0, or that is also called it as a control domain, or that is also called it as a the physical system, and then the number of virtual mission guests are there. That means virtual missions. You created the different virtual mission, and then it is having some tools, commands, as well as the configuration files. Here, what is the necessity of these configuration files? Here, it allows to manage the virtualization. For managing the virtualization concept, you are using the these manage these tools, commands, and then configuration file. And then there is a physical computer. The physical computer running all these components is referred as a virtual machine host server. Here, the physical computer running on all these components. The physical, that means in a physical server, there is a central thing, just like it works as a controller. It will control all these information. The physical server running all these components is referred as a virtual machine host server. If you see here, the left hand side, this is called here virtual machine host server or the virtual machine host server. That means because why? Because here it is a para virtualization, not a full virtualization. The para virtualization, because together these components form the platform for hosting the virtual machine. It forms a certain platform for hosting different virtual machines. That is a main important thing. And then if you see diagram here, here you have a the virtual machine host server is there. Three different virtual machines are there, and then the virtualization here is a para virtualization operating system, that is a Linux. Para virtualization operating system network. The para virtualization, that means another one is a unmodified operating system, that is a Windows, MS Windows. Unmodified. These three are called as a virtual machine. Here there is a Xen hypervisor is there. The Xen hypervisor also called as a what virtual machine monitor. Here on top of the hardware, you are having the hypervisor. Here, what is this hypervisor here? Virtual machine monitor. Come to the first one, Xen hypervisor. What is a Xen hypervisor? Xen hypervisor sometimes referred as a virtual machine monitor. Here, if you see the diagram here, you will identify the Xen hypervisor here. The Xen hypervisor is a virtual machine monitor. It is a open source software program. It is a simply, it's not a hardware thing here. It is a hypervisor is a simply program that what is the specialty of hypervisor? Hypervisor used it's a connectivity between a hardware and virtual machine, the operating system, hardware as well as the connectivity here. And then this hypervisor coordinates the low level interaction between a virtual machine and a physical hardware. Yeah, by you, that means with it's having the coordinates, the coordination between a virtual machine as well as a physical hardware. That is done by the this hypervisor. Here, for example, in the on the bottom we have a hardware is there. Here there is a coordination, there is a connection, there is a controlling information between a virtual machine and then hardware done by the Xen hypervisor. Xen hypervisor, that is a important thing. Here coming to the next important component here is a domain zero. Here domain zero indicates that the virtual machine host environment. The host environment, this in the left hand side indicates the host. The environment, domain zero indicates the virtual machine host environment, representing the virtual machine host environment. Here also referred as a domain zero or controlling domain. This controlling domain, this environment, in the left hand side having the environment. What are the components of this environment here? You are having the SUSE Linux host operating system and some of the VMware management applications. That is a, those may be a internal application, those may be a external application. Here you are having the Linux kernel. The Linux kernel indicates that in this case, what is the Linux kernel here? The virtual machine have the host environment. Here also referred as a controlling domain. It consists of SUSE Linux operating system, extended daemon, that is called here Xend, and then modified version of QEMU, QEMU, that is a simple information, and then domain zero components. Here, what are the domain 0, 3? 3 are the domain 0 components. Here, SUSC. If you comes to the diagram here, here you will identify the Linux host operating system. SUSC Linux host operating system. What is the SUSC Linux host operating system? Here, SUSC means it is a German-based company. German-based company. This one. That is this operating system developed by that company. Here, which gives the administrator a graphical and command line environment. Here, what is the thing in this case? Which gives the in this case, which gives the administrator command line environment, different commands, command line environment as well as the graphical environment. What is the purpose of this environment here? To manage the virtual machine host component, virtual machine host component and its virtual machine. Here, the left hand side, the diagram indicates host components to manage the virtual machine host component, the left hand side, and then different virtual machine, three different virtual machine here you are identifying. And then coming to the extend daemon, or simply call it as a extend. Here, what is the extend daemon? Here, that is a processes, daemon processes, which stores the configuration information, the configuration information about the each virtual machine. The, daemon in this diagram identify the daemon. The daemon, what is the specialty of daemon here? Which stores the some information about the virtual machine and controls how virtual machines are created and managed. Here, virtual machines are created. How can you create the virtual machine? How can you manage the virtual machine? That kind of information stores in a extend daemon. And then coming to the modified version of QEMU. Here, what is a modified QEMU? It is a open source software program that emulates the full computer system, including processor, various peripheral. And then it provides a ability to host operating system in a full virtualization mode. That is a component. That is a something about the domain. Here, the domain 0 or controlling domain means it provides a virtual environment, the environment of host server. That is a domain 0. Here, coming to the next important component here is a gen based virtual machines. If you see the diagram here, you have a three different virtual machines are there. Virtual machine that's based on a Linux, virtual machine the based on a netware, virtual machine based on a Windows. Here, three different virtual machines are there. Here, what about the um, gen-based virtual machine? These virtual machines also referred as a virtual machine guest or DOM view. Here, that simply you remember that one as a virtual machine guest. These are all our guest operating system. Simply, that means the host operating system is there. Already in our system, we have an operating system. That operating system is called as host operating system. If we install the on the top of the operating system, if you install any operating that operating system, we call it as a by using virtualization technology. By using virtualization technology, if you install any operating system, those operating systems are called as a virtualized operating system. Which type of virtualization you are applying? Para virtualization, the para virtualization, and then unmodified virtualization. Here, gen-based virtualization machine. The gen-based virtualization machine also referred as a VM guest. Here, it consists of different components. The at least one virtual disk, and then virtual machine configuration information, and number of network devices. These three are the components of virtual machine. If you see diagram here, the diagram consists of different components here. One is a what is the first component here? The first component is a virtual disk. Virtual disk. The second component here is a the virtual machine configuration information is stored in a somewhere. And then third component here is a number of network devices. It's having the virtual machine have the number of network devices are there. These are all the components of this. First one, virtual disk. Here, what is a virtual disk here? The virtual disk consists of bootable operating system. The virtual disk can be based on a file or partition or volume or other block of device. Other that means you can form the virtual disk based on a files, partitions, volume or other type of block devices. And then second important component here, the virtual machine configuration information. What is a virtual machine configuration information? The virtual machine configuration information can be modified by exporting a text-based configuration file. Here from the extend or extend daemon or virtual machine manager. From the virtual machine manager, here you are configuring the file. That means you can be modified by exporting the text-based configuration file. That is a virtual machine configuration information. Yeah. How can you manage that one? By using a X and or X and daemon or by using virtual machine manager. The third important component here, the number of network devices. Here, the number of network devices connected to virtual network provided by controlling domain. Controlling domain, that is a network. That means network in the sense network devices connecting, that means either wired or wireless connecting devices, that is a network. And then coming to the fourth important component here in this diagram, here you will identify the fourth important component, some of the tools. Where you are finding that these tools here, you will identify that these tools in a first post host server. Here this having the some of the application as well as the different tools are there in the host application. What are the different tools? Tools, commands, configuration files. Here there is a combination of GUI, graphical user interface tools, and commands and configuration files are there. Here you have a different configuration files are there. What is the necessity of using these files? Here these files are used to help you to manage and customize your virtualization environment. Here for managing or for customizing the environment, you are using these GUI tools, commands, configuration files. Your guest operating systems are hosted on virtual machine, either full virtualization mode or para virtualization mode, or sometimes OS partitioning. Here not using the OS partitioning. Here each virtualization mode having the some of the advantages are there, some of the disadvantages are there. Here the understanding the virtualization, understanding the this concept. Here what is the concept? Understanding the here virtual machine modes. What are the different virtualization mode? Full virtualization mode. Second one is a para virtualization mode. Here, what are the some guest operating system hosted in a full virtualization mode can be configured to run a novel virtual machine driver instead of drivers originating from the operating system. Here, driver in the sense this also a software. Here, running virtual machine drivers improves the performance on a guest operating system, such as Windows XP, Windows Server 2003. Here, virtualization mode. Here, para virtualization mode not required host computer to support a hardware-assisted virtualization technology, but does require a guest operating system to be modified for the virtualization environment. Here, typically, the operating is running in a para virtualization mode. Enjoy the better performance than those are the running in a full virtualization mode. Why? Because in the para virtualization mode, you are creating the operating system on top of the hypervisor. That's why it's having the better performance then the full virtualization mode. And then operating system currently modified to run in a para virtualization mode is referred as a para virtualized operating system and include that information in SUSI Linux Enterprise Server 11 and NetWare 6.5. Here, another important one here is a very important task, Xen Virtualization Architecture. Here, this is a Xen Virtualization Architecture. Previously, we discussed the component, but here the architecture, how can you connecting this information by using virtualization path? Here, coming to the Xen Virtualization Architecture. This indicates the Xen virtualization architecture consists of 4 virtual missions. Here, Xen hypervisor is shown as a running directly on the physical hardware platform. Here, what is the thing here? Here, each and every, even though the physical server, that is the virtual mission, host server also call it as a virtual mission in this case. Xen hypervisor is shown as a running directly on the physical hardware platform. The controlling domain is also referred as a virtual mission. Here, the left hand side that indicates the controlling domain. The controlling domain or domain 0, that is a environment. The controlling domain, just like a virtual mission, the controlling domain in the sense host server. Here in this case, the controlling domain you call it as a host server. It has several additional management tasks compared to the all other virtual machines. It's having some additional tasks are there for comparing the other tasks. Here, the extra important one here is a on the left hand side. If you see the diagram, on the left hand side, you are having the virtual machine host server. Virtual machine host server is there on the left hand side. What is the specialty of this virtual machine host server? The virtual machine host domain 0 shown running the SUSE Linux operating system. Two here in this case, the two virtual machine shown in a middle are running the para virtualized operating system. Here in the middle here, if you identify the middle here, one is a Linux based virtualized machine and a NetWare based virtual machine. Here, what is the specialty of this Linux based network based Linux machine here? Two virtual machines shown in a middle are running the para virtualized operating system. The virtual machine on the right hand side, the right hand side shows the, here if you will see the diagram, the right hand side, the right hand side virtual machine depends upon a MS Windows, Here it's a, what is this one here? The right hand side shows the fully virtual machine running an unmodified operating system such as Windows Server 2003, Windows Server XP. In this diagram here, these are all called as a guest operating system. The middle two operating system as well as the right operating system we call it as a guest operating system. The left hand side there is a one operating system that is called here host server. The left hand side indicates the host server, and that is a architecture. Here simply I am telling once again, the left hand side you have a host domain 0 that's running on the Linux operating system, and then middle you have a two different operating systems are there. Here that operating system running on a para virtualized operating system, and then coming to the in the right hand side you have a uh, fully virtual machine running on a unmodified operating system. In the right hand side, fully unmodified operating system, and then that is a simple information regarding the Xen virtualization architecture. Here in this case virtual machine host, after you install the virtualization components, reboot the computer and grab the bootloader menu display as a Gen menu option. You will identify the Gen menu option. Selecting the Gen menu option. If you see the diagram, here you have after installing that means it is a virtual machine. For example, you are in a Windows virtual machine. After that, there is another virtual machine existed, Xen Virtualization. Here, this virtualization machine, selecting the Xen menu, loads the Xen hypervisor and start the Xen domain 0 running the SUI operating system. That is the host operating system. And then running on domain 0 SUSI Linux operating system displays the installed text console. Here, this indicates the text console. The text console which has a GNOMERKDE. The terminal of virtual machine guest systems are displayed in their own window inside the controlling domain 0 when open. Here, the following desktop showing the virtual machine manager and virtual machine, a simple virtual machine. Here it's a this diagram shows the virtual machine manager as well as a simple virtual machine. That means after installing the software, you are having this type of information, and then you have a some of the supported virtual machines are there. Here, what are the supported virtual machines here? One is a SUSC Linux Enterprise Server 9SP4. Here, these are all are Linux operating system. And then open enterprise server, no, that is a German based SUSE Linux operating system, in the sense German based company, that one SUSE. And then open enterprise server 11, and then network 6.5. Here these are all supported virtual machine guest operating systems. And then Windows 2003 SP2 plus, Windows 2008 R2, Windows Server 2012 plus, Windows Server 2012 R2 plus, like that. These all are the operated virtual machine guest operating systems. And then the supported guest operating system. The third party host operating systems are supported. VMware ESX server, VMware ESXi server, Windows 2003, 2008 SP2, Windows 2008 R2 SP1 plus, and then Windows 2012 plus, Windows 2012 R plus, and then these are Oracle VM. These are different operating system. Citrix Gen server. These are all different operating systems supported by Gen. Okay, this is a something. If you want to see the references, these are all references. Wikipedia, and these are all references for you. You have any doubt?